Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I bring you an in-depth review of a 2019 Mercedes A220 4MATIC. Press once to turn on accessory power, then twice for ignition on. Then to start, press the brake and press the button. Auto start stop on and off. Climate controls. And the climate control knobs have a nice tactile feel. Also has its own menu. And a touch screen for the first time. Dynamic select. This does have 3 different drive modes plus individual. You can configure individual. For example, you can set it up as your full manual mode, since this car does not have an M button to switch between automatic and manual shifting. This does have a 9G Tronic. Just put your foot on the brake, pull the stock all the way down for drive. The parking brake automatically releases when you do so. Up halfway for neutral. Up all the way for reverse. You do have a backup camera with dynamic guidance lines when you turn the steering wheel. Down halfway from reverse to go to neutral. Also does have brake hold. So when you're out of park, you can press that all the way down. It engages brake hold. Then push this for park. And I will talk about the gesture controls a bit later in the video. Here's the switch for the parking brake. If you didn't want the auto function to do its job, you can override it. So it's push to apply and pull to release. I'm going to turn on the lights, rear fog lights, along with the hazard lights. And the parking brake applies automatically when you're in park, and either open the door with the seatbelt unfastened or switch the ignition off. The A-Class is the new entry-level vehicle for Mercedes-Benz. It does have LED headlights and adaptive cruise control. The engine is a 2-liter turbocharged inline 4-cylinder. It's front-wheel drive configuration with a maximum horsepower output of 188 stock. LED side turn signal mirrors and LED tail lamps with an LED rear fog lamp and license plate lights. Trunk space is good. And here's the emergency kit in there. And here you have the emergency trunk release. It's not a power trunk, but it's light, so it acts like a power trunk when you open it. So here are the cameras for the adaptive cruise control. If I'm not mistaken, this camera right here might be for the automatic high beams. I'll have to check the window sticker and see if that's equipped. But naturally, as you would expect in a Mercedes, all 4 windows are fully automatic. And it also does have power folding mirrors. Emergency SOS and Mercedes Me buttons. And this button here disables the interior illumination that lights up when you open the door. Reading lamps, driver and passenger. Rear illumination, along with a full interior illumination override. It's got these lovely climate vents. You can move up, down, left, and right. It's got decent glove box storage space. And then a small glove box here. So it doesn't have anything like wireless charging, or actually, scratch that. I was thinking of another model that has it there. Does have wireless charging, it's right here. And that's a very nice feature to have on an entry-level Mercedes. Trunk release, and it only goes one direction. Whereas if you had a power trunk, it would also go in that direction for when you want to close it. If you turn the light switch all the way over to the left, it turns off all the lights. Unless you have the ignition fully off, then it turns on one of the roadside parking lamps. And the combination switch is new. So automatic wipers. And instead of staying in place when you turn the high beams on, it returns to the center. It's also got adaptive cruise control, as I mentioned. It's a toggle for that. And then cruise control, so down or up halfway for a 1 mile per hour increment, and down or up all the way for a 5 mile per hour increment. So say you were going 42 and you push it up, now you're going 45 as opposed to 47. Cancel cruise, resume cruise. Here are the gesture controls. So your fuel consumption. And also a full screen display. And you can exit out of that at any time. So here's the odometer. And it doesn't have a, it doesn't have a menu for the numerical speed readout because that's right here, so it eliminates the need for a menu. You can also change what you see on the tachometer side. And I love this. This goes diagonally instead of vertically. Eco display. GPS, and that's for your adaptive cruise control. And back to the tachometer. You can change your display designs. It's the understated display, so this eliminates the tachometer and just pulls up an analog clock instead. You also do have a classic display. So it was in the sport setting. It does take a while to change though. You also do have paddle shifters to control the 9-speed automatic manually. Vehicle settings, favorites, telephone, radio, media, navigation, all those shortcuts. It's a USB. I believe, I'm not really sure what that is. I think that's a phone holder or something. Power outlet. And then this is where you can rest your hand. All right, now for the right side display. Automatic mirror folding, automatic door locks, gas station search, so when you're low on gas, that can come in handy. Dynamic select. System settings, display designs, so it's another way you can change that. Wireless and Bluetooth, time and date, language, units, software update, format system memory, can change the ambient light settings like the color and the brightness, can turn on and off multicolor, or just have it be your own personal color preference. It's like, say you want it more red or pink, and there's the setting for you. You also do have multicolor animation, also some effects. So, a very interactive interface. Turn on and off the daytime running lights. And you also do get an animation of when those are on. Locator lighting. So that's when you unlock the car at night. Exterior light switch off delay. Along with interior light switch off delay, which is a fixed position. There is no delay. However, on more expensive vehicles, there is a delay and you can set that. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and check out the back. So there isn't really much legroom back here, but you do have cup holders. And you do have interior illumination in the rear. And an automatic window control. And you can also lock and unlock the vehicle from the rear. But only this door. So the front doors can lock all of the doors. The rear doors can only lock the individual doors that the button is being pressed on. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and turn it off. Here's what the key fob looks like. You do have an emergency key, and this is the button to release it. And I just wanted to give a shout out to Andrew Sofiakis for allowing me to take the time to review this brand new Mercedes A-Class. This is Mercedes-Benz of St. Charles. And I look forward to seeing you on the next video.